What up, everybody? Richard Vigorelli here of Vigorelli Integrated Medicine, and I had a request from a patient a little while ago, something about astrology. They wanted to know if, because I'm an acupuncturist, if I knew Chinese astrology. And here's the answer. Yes, I do. I do know Chinese astrology. I actually know it very well. And I have a program that makes charts for you. So, if you're interested in that, please leave your name, birthday, and time of birth down in the comments below, and I'll do your chart for you. It will cost you some money, so I'll bill you at the end. So, but before we get started, Chinese astrology is a bit different from Western astrology. Chinese astrology uses animals and elements in certain locations to express an idea. There's 12 animals and 5 elements, and I'm going to go through each one of those. There's actually 60 of these things, and they all mean something slightly different, and I'm going to go into detail as to what. But first, we need to put it into context. So, the way the chart is shown is it's shown in a box. And there's only 8 parts to it. There's 4 slats on the bottom row, 4 slats on the top row. The bottom row is all animals, and the top row is all elements. Now, depending on when you were born and a couple of other real funky factors like where you are in relation to the new moon or the full moon, and the time of day that you're born will depend on how these animals will interplay together. And it gets surprisingly complicated for just 1, 2, 3, 4 little guys. That's why it's called the 4 Pillars of Destiny. So, I am going to kind of show you what it looks like, so stay tuned. So, now that you got that, what do each of these time zones mean? So you remember, you got the year, you got the day, you've got the year, you've got the month, you've got the day, and then you've got the hour. So when a person says, I'm a pig, not that they're insulting you, you're such a pig, or they say, I'm a monkey, or I'm a dragon, or something like that. They're talking about the year section. Most people don't even know what month, day, and hour are because they don't care. It's also not something that's really relevant. That's more of a Western astrology thing. Like a person says, I'm a Libra, or I'm a Cancer, or I'm a Capricorn. These two things, remember, Chinese and Western astrology are 2 completely separate ideologies, and you can't really link them together. Like, I know one person, she was born in August during a tiger year. Now, August is part of Leo, so she says that she's a liger because she's a Leo born in tiger. That's not correct. That's very, very different. So, what each of these mean is the year section holds reference to your ancestors. This is great-grandma, great-grandpa, all the way back to the crazy pirate that you or somebody was brother to, and the Roman general that your great-grandpa had a one-night stand with or something. Okay? All of that is in the year pillar, okay? The month pillar has to do with mom and dad. So how year and month interplay will be how mom and dad relate to your ancestors. Let's say that in your chart, month and year are a conflict. Let's say they are, for instance, horse and rat. You're born in the year of the horse, in the month of the rat. Well, those are opposites. They don't play nice together. So, mom and dad are probably going to have an issue with the way their parents were in relation to you. Okay, see how that works? So let's now go on to the day pillar. Day pillar has to do with you. This is who you are in the world. And it actually has a very strong bearing on your personality because the element associated with the animal in the day pillar is directly how you are going to behave as an individual. And I'll go into detail on the elements themselves later. But let's say that you are born on the day of the sheep on a metal day. So you're born on the day of the metal sheep. And I'll go into what that means specifically. So the metal personality, just as a quick aside, is very, very dry. Metal is very intelligent. Metal is also very cutting and very adaptive at the exact same time. They can add stuff and take stuff away within 5 minutes, and they're a completely new person as a result, which is kind of neat. Now, let's say that we have the exact same person. They're born instead on a sheep day, but with wood as the element. This person is still going to be very adaptive. They're going to be very, very good at taking in new information, but they are going to be very bad at getting rid of old information. And they're also going to have a little bit more of an explosive temper to them, whereas the metal person will have a bit more of a, shall we say, conniving temper. Metal individuals, their temper is a lot more of, oh, you're going to do that to me, huh? Okay. I hope you like your car, because you're not going to have one ever again. Okay? They'll just rip you apart. Whereas the wood person, born on the exact same day, their temper's like, "Rah!" And they get into a fight, and then everything's fine. So that's kind of how the person will behave as far as their individual personality goes. In the hour pillar is how that person behaves towards their children. So let's say that you have a person who is born on the day of the pig, day of the water pig. So he's going to be very, very intelligent. He's going to be very good at teaching. His spouse will be very supportive of him, or her spouse, I could even say. And the kid is born on, well, but his hour pillar is born to a, let's see, what's not exactly compatible, monkey. Okay, so he's got an hour monkey. Okay, so monkey and pig, they're not exactly enemies, but they're not friends either. So this person will kind of have a really, really weird relationship with their child. they will regard their kid kind of as something to be studied. And the kid around the parent will be kind of rambunctious, a little mischievous, and just kind of getting into trouble. Okay? So now let's change that monkey in the hour to a snake. But we'll keep the day pillar as a pig. Snake and pig are natural enemies. They are opposites. They go completely different directions. So this person with the day in the pig is going to have some issues with their kid. They're going to be very, very critical of them. And that's going to be kind of irrelevant as to what the kid's pillars are. The kid could be good as gold, and dad's always going to say, look, I know you tried, but seriously, it ain't good enough. You can do better. Get off your butt. And the kid's going to be saying, what are you talking about? I'm in high school. I'm junior varsity in football. I'm getting a 4.0. I'm dating the frickin' cheerleader. And I'm going to Duke University. And I'm a sophomore in high school. What more do you want? I think you can do better. Honestly, you can do better. I mean, can't you get a 4.5? No, Dad, 4.5s don't exist. No, this is not me. Okay? That's kind of how that relationship, in theory, would play out. So, this has been the 4 pillars. If you have any further questions, please address them in the comments. And I'll see y'all later. Have a great day.